Well, hi there pluckers, I've Sore Fingers again with you. Got some tips for you for playing bar chords. Okay, I get a lot of people to tell me, especially when they're beginners and intermediate players, they struggle with bar chords, getting them to sound clean, without the buzzes and the dead notes, etc. So I thought I'd put a few tips together to try and hopefully help you possibly reduce the difficulties you're having playing bar chords. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm just going to show you a basic major bar chord, because the same applies to any other bar chord, minor shape or whatever. Okay, so I'm going to start by saying, first of all, my first tip would be to ensure that your guitar is properly set up. But usually means having the action at the right height, so the strings are not too far away from the fretboard, and the neck's being adjusted correctly so that the curvature of the neck is right, etc. So my first port of call is to make sure, if you're not sure about it, take the guitar to a repair centre or a reputable music shop and get them to look at it and see if they think the guitar setup is required or not. It can make quite a dramatic difference. They can adjust the neck for the correct curvature of the neck, they can reduce the action at the height of the strings from the fretboard by cutting the slots a bit deeper sometimes in the nut, because sometimes they can be a bit high at this end, and also obviously here at the bridge you could possibly have the bridge lowered and end up with a guitar which is far easier to play anyway, not just bar chords but just ordinary notes, because the strings are closer to the fretboard. Okay, so make sure first of all your guitar is properly set up. That's my first port of call. Right, so having got that sorted out, going on to how I would suggest you actually physically play a bar chord. So 5th fret major shape bar chord is an A chord, yes? It should sound like that, nice and clean all the way through. So how do I do that? Right, first of all, the bar finger, quite important. Obviously a lot of people try and push down on the strings with the fleshy part, the flat area of this first finger. Okay, well that's too soft. Okay, really. What you need, obviously this side is a lot harder, so you need to compromise and try and get a slight angle. So you don't want the flat edge and you don't want this side bit full on either. Well, that's quite hard to do that. So about a 45-degree angle. So if I press down quite hard and then show you where, see where I don't know if you see that, where the lines are. It's not totally on the flat edge and it's not completely on this edge. It's in between. So it's about 30-45 degree angle, and the placement is just behind the fret. So I'm playing an A chord on the 5th fret, it's just behind the 5th fret, so I can still see the fret underneath the finger, and it's just on about, I don't know, 30 degrees or 40 degrees, something like that. So that's how the bar is positioned. Okay, the thumb is there, the way I play it. So the top of the thumb, the very tip of the thumb, is just above the centre line. If you draw, you can imagine there's a line going down the centre of the neck. The tip is just above that centre line. Okay, so it's mainly on the bottom third of the thumb, is pressing down on the sort of bottom half of the neck. Okay, so to speak. Okay, so and then you squeeze together obviously the thumb and the first finger. These 3 fingers for the major chord try and get them as vertical as possible. Okay, straight up, pointing straight up. So that's the correct thumb position, and the bar finger and these fingers. Right, so having got that sorted out, this arm should be near your body. It's not out here somewhere, okay? It needs to be close to your body, or even resting on your body. No, there's no gap there, okay? It's not out here. It's not hard into the body, it's just resting somewhere close to the body, yeah? And another tip is this arm, right? Where it goes over, rests on the top edge of the body here, you need to be putting some pressure on that to push it into your body, okay? So what that does, it pushes the guitar outwards, and this arm is pushing it inwards, so it helps put extra pressure on the strings without actually deliberately doing it, not forcing it, so to speak. It automatically happens because this is pushing it this way and this arm's pulling it back, okay? So with that and the squeezing pressure, it should help you get the correct pressure on that string to give you a clean fretting. Okay? So thumb in the right position, bar finger in the right position just behind the fret, these fingers straight, this one just resting near the body somewhere, and this arm actually pushing the top end of your guitar into your body. Just not hard, but just snug, okay? That will help give you extra pressure on the strings. There's it. So, and obviously it's not going to come straight away. This is not a magic fix, okay? But it gives you a fighting chance, and it will speed up the process of getting clean bar chords, hopefully. Okay. The other thing I would suggest is don't be put off. Obviously initially you're going to get buzzing and you're going to get dead notes. Don't be put off. Just go through it. If you get the odd duff note, like if you're playing I can't even, but if you get the odd buzzy or dead note, don't worry about it, just keep going. Go through the pain, sort of thing, because you don't give up, okay? It will come. It might take a few weeks or a couple of months, but it will come, okay? So don't give up just because you've got some buzzes and a few dead notes, okay? A lot of people just give up at that point, okay? So it's going to take a few weeks or a few months to get it going well, okay? So there's a few tips for you, okay? So hopefully that might help a few of you. Let me know. You probably know all that already, but a few people have asked me if I could show you and demonstrate how I play bar chords, okay? And it's the same on any bar chord. I'm not changing anything. All my bar chords, it's the same thing. The thumb's in the same position. My arm here is pushing it into the body, and this arm's in here. It's the same for any bar chord, okay? And just keep at it. It will come, believe me. Thanks very much for watching and listening. Hope that helps a few of you out there, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.